Battlefield 5's graphics are pretty damn impressive. Normally, I don't care for sand and snow in maps. They're just wide open expanses that don't have a lot of detail. And after having the Hoth map in the Battlefront Alpha and the sand map in the Battlefield 1 Beta, I wasn't exactly looking forward to having a snow map in the Battlefield 5 Alpha. But with the improvements to the graphics and the Frostbite engine for Battlefield 5, they've actually found a way to make a visceral, very physical feeling snow map. In any case, Battlefield 5's graphics are incredible. It is a really good-looking game, and honestly, the graphics speak for themselves. So the majority of this video is going to be no commentary. But there were some details that I found especially impressive. So I'm going to go over some of the changes to the graphics first. That way you can better take in everything you'll be seeing. The gameplay you're seeing was recorded with the world's best capture card. The game was running at native 4K with all settings set to maximum. It was recorded with a lossless bitrate. After 3 hours of recording, I had over 3,000 gigabytes. It was recorded with YCbCr 422 at a 12-bit color depth. Is it overkill? Yes it is, but I like overkill. This is the best looking Battlefield 5 video on YouTube. Naturally, you'll need a 4K display to fully appreciate it, and YouTube does compress the hell out of video, but this is as good as it gets. I'm gonna start with the snow. What they've done with it is actually really cool. I've never been wowed by snow before. Well, actually, the footprints in Rise of the Tomb Raider, those are pretty cool. But there's a physicality to the snow now. When you see snow and snowflakes and flurries blowing through the air, that snow being carried by the wind will actually come in contact with hard surfaces. You'll see the snow blowing against walls, getting caught in corners and on rubble and rocks and blowing over objects. If you're inside of an intact house, you're not going to see any snow blowing around inside of it. But if you break open a window, if you open a door, snow is going to start to blow inside, and you'll see that snow clumping up on rugs, gathering in corners, gathering around furniture. If you kill a man, you'll see some of the snow blast off of his uniform. And if you destroy a tank, you'll see a plume of snow that the explosion's shockwave blasts off of the armor. And sometimes some of these different snow effects will actually impact gameplay because it'll make it far more difficult to see through all that snow, distracting and clouding your vision. It's a really cool detail, and it goes a long way to making a snow map like this more interesting. Something else that also makes every map more interesting is the increased level of destruction. There's a lot of parallels that I've been feeling between Battlefield Bad Company 2 and Battlefield 5, which is a really good thing. And one of those things is destruction. Destruction is far more modular now, in the sense that you don't just destroy one of the 4 walls of a house, but different parts of the wall can be blown out, corners of the house can be blown out, parts of the roof, and you can destroy almost the entire house. There will be some of the house standing depending on which type of house you try to destroy. Here's an example of the core foundation of a house remaining intact. That was the only part of this house that I couldn't destroy. But even if you level an entire town or city for the most part, that doesn't leave you with no cover, because you can still build cover. You can rebuild parts of the house with sandbags and scraps of wood and metal. So even though there's far more destruction in Battlefield 5, it doesn't mean that there's far less cover to be had. Aside from physics and destruction, animations were also overhauled. Now medics have to take far more time to revive fallen teammates, making it more of a tactical decision rather than just farming points. Everything to do with animation is more tactile and dynamic. If you go prone facing north and you turn around to face south, your soldier rolls on his or her back instead of spinning like a top. Vaulting, walking, running, dying, everything looks and feels more natural. If an especially large explosion happens close enough, it'll actually knock you on your ass, which I find very amusing. Guns also have a great weight to them. Anyway, I've done enough talking, so I'm gonna shut up and show you some of the cool shit that I recorded during the closed alpha. And if you want to see more 4K eye candy, stay tuned for links at the end of this video.
Silencios!